International Women's Day is celebrated on March 8th every year and is dedicated to the triumphs of ordinary women around the world and brings to the forefront the socio-economic and political matters that infringe on their rights. This week on Government in Action, we explore the meaning of womanhood as defined by 5 women as they strive to see the emergence of a gender-inclusive and balanced Guyana.
Being a woman mean a lot of things. You gotta be responsible. You gotta focus on your dream. You gotta be self-conscious and thinking about future, what would be the future ahead. I am a mother of 2. I was a single parent. It wasn't easy to raise them, but I focused on my dream. I come out there at the early age as 9 with my mother. And I was married, my husband died, so I had to raise my children by myself. It wasn't easy. But once you have this mind that you should achieve certain things in life and you work on it, definitely you will get through.
So, my name is herein. I am a mother of 3 wonderful kids. My eldest is Andres, Talisha, and Adane. My profession is translating since my first language is Spanish. So since I had that asset, I just went into the translating field. I've always think about being a woman is a very hard task, But I define myself like a bird with a broken wing that had to learn to fly with it.
I believe that being a woman is a real blessed experience. God has made me a woman, and definitely my faith has helped me to define my estate in a deeper manner. I also believe that it has enabled me to empower me to be able to fulfill my role, to understand that there's a purpose why God made me and all women, women. And it is such a joy to be able to fulfill part of that purpose. First, as a helpmeet to my husband and a helper to people in general.
Most people look at women as this fragile something, she's so fragile, she can do this or she can't do that. When we're like a bomb, you don't know a woman's full potential until you see it. Because she could be walking in heels, but you don't know if she does construction work. She could be all delicate, but you don't know what she's been through. And that's the thing with women. I think Women's Day should be every day. Because when a man can up and just leave, a woman has to stay.
Over the years, women have shattered glass ceilings in almost every field, some of which are still dominated by males, and oftentimes while juggling the management of a household. These women cite the hard work and varied sources of inspiration that fuel their drive for success.
I started my political career since I was age 14. And it started with my father, who was then an active politician, insisting that I have to be involved in politics. And so I took my cue from that. I became involved with the youth movement of the PNCR, the Young Socialist Movement. And from then, I worked my way right up to where I am today.
Oh, I'm selling out here about 50 years because I was just 9 years when I come here with my mother, and I'm 61 now. I enjoy it. It wasn't easy for first, it was hard. Some days you don't even get a meal, but at the long run you enjoy it because as you get bigger, the work becomes easier.
Going in my younger days, going to school, I always, admired the discipline of the police force. And I always had a passion for serving my country. And then I said, I will make the police force my career because I have a passion for serving my country and actually, doing work for people. And that caused me to my profession. I would have done a degree in social work, and I'm completing my master's in social work, and that tells you that I have a passion for dealing with social issues and dealing with people generally. I'm a people person.
Believe it or not, when I was a young teenager, I saw a movie, and I won't even tell you how long ago that was because I don't think you'll even know the movie. And in that movie, there was a young doctor. He was male. And I was impressed with his attitude to the patients. He was young, he was married, he had a young family, but he showed a heart of compassion. He understood what he was dealing with, and it really reached my heart. And I said to myself, I would like to be a doctor, and I would like to be a doctor like that.
Ms. Nona Day and Ms. Chappelle prioritized the care of their children and credited the stable upbringing of their children as a driving force behind their success.
They should know who they are and what they really want in life. They should focus on their dream, what they want, and work on it. You have to work for whatever you need in this life. It doesn't come easy. You have to work on it. They mean a lot to me. A lot. That is why I'm working so hard. They mean a lot. As a woman, you have children, you have to look out for them. They don't have to look out for you. You have to look out for your children.
Every time I look at them and each step that they go through, I tell myself I cannot give up, because if I give up, then they go through the cycle I've been through. And that's not what I want. I want them to have a better future, and I owe them. They don't owe me anything. I owe them. For bringing them in the world, I owe them a future. I always tell myself, you have to be good. Today, it's a bad day. But you get up tomorrow, you comb your hair, you put on your makeup, you put on your fancy shoes, you walk the road like nothing happened, and you do it because they deserve it. And because you deserve it as well as a mother. You deserve it as a person.
Since taking office in 2015, President David Granger and his administration have prioritized gender parity, a stance that is deliberately reflected in the appointment of ministerial positions and the selection of national awardees. This year, Dr. Benjamin Huntley will be counted among the national award recipients.
I was elated. I was so thankful. And when I got the phone call, it was given to me before the official announcement. So I was told to keep it quiet. And was it difficult to zip my lip, but I kept it quiet until it became official. It feels awesome. I can tell you that. Really blessed. And I'm so thankful that the country of Guyana has honored me because, as you may know, I'm not from Guyana, I'm from Jamaica. But I've always felt it my duty, responsibility to serve wherever I am as best as I can. And it was no different here. I was so welcome, I was so in love with Guyanese that it was no challenge to serve them. And so I'm thankful that they have sought to reward me in this way.
I find that there's no difference between a male or a female. It's the Guyana Police Force as a whole, and it's what you want to make out of the organization. Because coming in the organization, even though there are more males than females, there's scope as a woman if you want to be a part of it. Or if you choose to want to go out into the fields, work at stations and get that experience, work on the patrols. All of these things would build your capacity and give you and make you a strong woman.
We have an acting chancellor who is a woman. We have the Chief Justice who is a woman. You have many women who are frontliners in the political scenario. So women in Guyana, they have much to be proud of. A lot of achievements.
President Granger has said that the government is working assiduously through the Ministry of Social Protection and through women's organizations to ensure that true gender parity is achieved in Guyana. Ms. Chappelle has been a beneficiary of one such program implemented by the Women Across Differences, WAD, for several years since becoming a teen mother. She strongly feels that empowerment of women should begin as early as possible.
And this is like home away from home for me. I'll come here And I learned with her how to be grateful for the little things you have in life. So with WAD, yes, I've learned to be confident, to stand up for my rights as a woman, and to say that yes, I can do this, and anything that a man can do, I can do it. We have to start with the younger ones. Target schools, target the small ones at home.
I would like to encourage them to be very thankful that they're made women. That's a special calling from God. And regardless of where you may be, professional, home, working on the street, whatever you're doing, you're still a woman. Go forward with certain grace. Begin to recognize inside of you that God has made you for a purpose.
I think all women should get up and work and think for themselves. They should be independent, don't depend on nobody, and life would be much better.
Sisters, let us live the theme for this year's International Women's Day celebration. Think equal, so that we will accept no less than equal status in our homes, our workplaces, our clubs, or communities. Build smart. Seize every opportunity for relevant training and development so that we continuously move forward and upward, sharing and building on the skills we acquire. Innovate for change. Refuse to be defined by others. Rather, think outside the box and never be afraid to choose new paths for our social and economic growth and development. The struggle continues. Happy International Women's Day, my sisters of Guyana.
The government of Guyana is behind women, all women, and will continue to push programs and support organizations that elevate women from every strata of society until the scales are balanced in favor of a female future. Until next time, this has been Government in Action. I'm Grace Williams. Happy Women's Day.